Hello and welcome to the Accuro EMR Optimization for Cancer Screening training. This video will demonstrate how to manage cancer screening tasks, and it's part of training module number 3. The objective of this training video is to help Accuro users learn the basic step for managing cancer screening tasks. As we mentioned previously, tasks help us facilitate opportunistic screening. Since we've already learned how to create a new task, either globally or individually, this demonstration will focus on how to manage a cervical cancer screening task once it's in the patient's task module. The task information is based on Cancer Care Ontario's screening guidelines and recommendations. Additional information is available in Section 2 of the Accuro EMR Optimization Guide. From anywhere in the patient chart, press F7 to access the patient task window. First, we will look at updating a pre-existing preventive care task. Under the Tasks to Complete, you can click on a task that you wish to update to highlight it, and then choose one of the following 4 options: Delete Task, Open, Completed, or New Message. If you want to open the task to update it, you can either choose Open or double-click on the task name. For the purposes of this demo, we will double-click to open the task. Once the Edit Task window opens, you have 2 options for updating the task. The first is to enter a note in the Notes section. This is useful if you're changing the information due to the patient's risk factors, or if a clinician invited the patient to be screened and the patient declined. Let's look at the first example. If a patient has a task that was globally applied through the results of the cervical screening average risk search, and a clinician has determined that this patient has an increased risk, the task will need to be updated. You can update the screening test and recall time period as recommended by Cancer Care Ontario's screening guidelines and recommendations, and then include a note in the Notes section that outlines the patient's screening needs. This way, when a clinician looks at the patient's task, they will have a clear and detailed understanding of the patient's screening needs. Let's look at the second example. If a clinician has invited the eligible patient to get screened and the patient declines, a note can be added to the Notes section. This way, when a task report is generated, say for the purpose of reaching out to eligible patients inviting them to be screened, you will know that this patient has previously been invited and has declined. The second option for managing a task is to mark it complete, which you would do once you've received the patient's test results. To do this from the Edit Task window, click the box next to Complete to insert a check mark. Add in any important notes and click OK. Alternatively, you can highlight the task name in the patient's task window and click Completed. It is important to note that once a task has been marked as complete, it will disappear from the Tasks to Complete list in the Patient Task module. If you wish to see completed tasks, click on the box next to Show Completed Tasks to add a check mark. This will add all completed tasks back into the Tasks to Complete list. Also, as part of opportunistic workflow, once a task has been marked as complete, a new individual task should be created for the next round of screening. And that brings us to the end of this demonstration. The next training video in Module 4 is on running a task report. Additional resources are available in Section 2 of the Accuro EMR Optimization Guide. Thanks very much for watching.